Multi-SAMA winning artist Simphiwe Dana takes time to unwind in a luxurious life-size sandcastle. Reconnect with her Eastern Cape roots after the devastating loss of her wonderful mother and find a new way forward. A young generation of eco-entrepreneurs find novel ways to show off the ancient forests and hidden beaches of their Indian Ocean island homes of Pralin and Ladig. Seychelles Fashion Week draws designers from across the African continent to its catwalks. Get a first-timer's guide to the coastal hiker's dream Otter Trail with reality TV star Darren Solomon, and experience the joy of two young South African professionals plunging into a whole new world in our renowned natural treasure of Aliwal Shoal, KwaZulu-Natal. As coastlines go, this untouched stretch between Ebecha and East London is home to the perfectly named Sandcastle. Organically styled after African anthills, it was the perfect stage on which to catch up with Eastern Cape-born and raised songstress Simphiwe Dana.
Music has been the soundtrack of our lives. Growing up in the village, I grew up using my voice as an instrument a lot.
It was hearing her mother sing which inspired Simphiwe's international career.
Mary Makeba, there has been a lot of comparisons to her, and I accept them wholeheartedly. I feel quite honored to be compared to someone who is such a genius and such a perfectionist in the way that she handled her work. I may walk in her footsteps, which I hope that I do, but I'm forging a new path. I'm perhaps hopefully taking on from where she left off, and let's see what becomes of me.
Her latest album, Bamako, co-produced with Malian legend Salif Keita, was released during a momentous time in her life.
I write based on my experiences of the human condition, how people survive, how people find happiness. I think I must have come to the Eastern Cape about 4 times now since my mother's passing. That every time I come, I'm reminded of who I am. I lost my appetite completely when my mother passed. And I found myself not having a compass. It's been my compass all my life. And that is why, like in every album, I always honor her with a song.
A retired nurse, Simphiwe's mother caught COVID while volunteering at a retirement home.
I don't think I've ever been in a place like this before. It's my first time experiencing, things as they're saying it's Xhosa. That's the way. And to think that this is how we used to live.
Battling to create work for her band members during lockdown, this global jazz icon identifies strongly with the realities faced by rural women.
The Case Kama project was established in 2000. Dr. Carol Baker, she started it because of poverty in our area. So we were just, by doing this artwork, trying to heal other communities about HIV, showing them that the HIV doesn't stop the life. Life has to continue. This lady that is wearing mourning clothes and that old lady, they are still alive.
Oh, so it's a real life story of people that abahlala up in Hamburg.
Yeah, she lost her husband from HIV, but she survived.
What is very interesting for me about this place is that their embroidery tells the story of the community. How HIV affected this community and in a dark and twisted way brought them closer together rather.
The piece that we are working on right now, which is our COVID piece, we started that piece during this COVID. We were sort of like lacking of having work for the ladies to do. So guys, how can we do a piece that is like telling the story that we are living on it during this time of the COVID. So that's where we started that piece.
As an artist who makes her living live and had to resort to online concerts, Simphiwe might well embroider her own story.
Now I'm just showing you the basic, of which is a stem stitch that we normally use for on top of the drawing. Your thread should be on the outside every now and then. Okay. Just throw it there and then you poke again. So let's see if you can sing and sew at the same time.
How we talk about women, how we see women, and that is for me the main underlying cause of so much GBV that we have, because amadoda akababoni abafazi as their equals. Usindile njalo kwinkathazo ezininzi, kwinkathazo ezininzi.
Lo mthi ke ngumthunzi lo.
Ewe.
Ngumthi oveza iziqhamo ezininzi. Zigreen but xa sezivuthwe zibabomvu.
Coming from the hustle of the city and having grown up as Lalin, ever since coming back, there's a part of me that has quietened down. Being around here, like looking at this vegetation, literally I'm remembering, because I used to play in this grass with my friends when we were kids, helping remind me who I am.
While her best songs deal head-on with life, they are also about harmony.
Yeah, ixesha elinintsi ke njengoba uzibona phaya ziyathanda uhlala kunye. Izifo ziyathanda udlala nejirafu ngoba ngezona zingathanda zityana setafeni nasematye yazinangxabana azinangxaki kakhulu uhlala kunye.
Reconnecting with home proved a welcome bridge into Miss Dana's new year, and her host for the weekend, Kara Sky, had some fun planned too.
So Simphiwe, we're at the Gusha River, and I thought we'd just go for a little spot of canoeing. I believe you've done this before.
Well, 100 years ago, yes. How deep is this water?
Oh, the water's shallow, maybe about half a meter. You'll be absolutely fine.
Okay, cool. Let's try it out then.
New horizons include acting in the SAFTA-nominated film Joko Yahao. And if good storylines and scripts come her way, Simphiwe may do more.
My future plans. Now that my kids are older, I want to travel and be more between SA and the rest of the world and establish a stronger base in Europe, for instance. So that's what I intend to do. I think I got the piece that I was looking for. That's the experience that I'm taking away from this place. I got the piece. I enjoyed the canoeing. That was fun. I enjoyed the embroidering. That also was fun, but more about learning about the history of the place and the stories of those strong women. That was really powerful. Truly a wonderful experience. Thank you to the Insider SA for coming along for this lovely joyride. And thank you to you guys at home for joining us.
I don't have a drink. Cheers.
Cheers.
Here's to those who will follow where Simphiwe has led. Get more of the Insider SA online. Follow, connect, engage, and be inspired to live better with the Insider SA. Watch the show Monday evenings at 5:30. Repeat Saturday at 1 on S3.